Welcome back, everyone, and in this special we will be looking at American t-shirts in trouble here in Thailand. And here's the plot twist. You are now a detective. Keep in mind that being a gumshoe is never easy, especially in the rough part of town. Now, to make the job even harder, the only evidence that you have are photographs taken from newspapers. The following is your caseload.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? When you were 8 and you had bad traits, you go to school and learn the golden rule. So why are you acting like a bloody fool? If you get hot, then you must.
Let's head to your first investigation.
The story you are about to see is true. The names have been changed to protect the innocent.
Being a good detective requires paying attention to detail. Right off the bat, you see the Seahawk t-shirt. Maybe the suspect is a die-hard football fan, or perhaps the shirt was stolen from one of the victims. You take a quick gander around the room. It looks like a typical government office anywhere, crowded with bad AC. This will take some thinking and decide to put this case on the sidelines. Next up on the list involves someone from down under. You have heard of Australia, but have never been there. You assume that the Australians use the metric system, but it makes no sense to you. 9 pounds is easier to understand. Immediately, you know the suspect is new to the drug running game, and this is probably his first time. Experience has shown that he doesn't look much like a meth user, so it's not the drugs. It's the lure of big money. Plus, as a detective, you know that the perp is not that smart. It's common sense, really. 9 pounds of drugs weighs about as much as a gallon of milk does. The bad guy wraps it up in plastic and tries to hide it in the suitcase from the scanner. You wonder how he got through airport security screening. Was this part of a larger racket? Then a police officer that was first on the scene informs you that it was a beagle that sniffed out the drugs. Case closed. Sometimes a detective is required to go undercover in order to find the culprit.
Where's Barney?
Barney? How should I know?
Ain't he here? Sent him over here about an hour ago.
Andy.
The third case will also require keen observational powers. Try to spot the undercover officer and don't get wigged out if you can't. Think about what you just witnessed. What did you notice about these 3 cases? Is there a connection between these 3 outlaws? If you surmised that all 3 t-shirts came from the state of Washington, you deserve a gold badge. Even as a seasoned detective, you are in shock. Is Mickey Mouse really the ringleader of this criminal operation involving wildlife trafficking and selling guns? You notice what is in the perp's left hand and quickly explain that there is now an additional charge for bribery. The evidence is overwhelming and you have Mickey in the crosshairs. Your investigation then takes a dramatic turn when it was discovered that the Roadrunner was in cahoots with Mickey. You hate days like this. Moving on. The next case comes from San Francisco and it looks like another heartbreaker, and you almost feel sorry for the crook. Almost. After all, who wants to live in Iran? Especially after living in America for the last 20 years. After some digging, you find out there is an estimated 42,000 people living illegally in the Bay Area. Your opinion doesn't matter. You were sworn to uphold the law. Days like this make you question, is part of the system a joke?
Come, my puckish partners in plunder. That man has been outwitted, and the fabulous jewel collection is ours.
While the Joker may be amused, the two detectives are not. It's been another long night. Speaking of bad jokes, this criminal happens to be one. This young Australian lad seen on the floor had visited this mall in Bangkok the day before and had successfully shoplifted something he didn't want to pay for. He returned the following day to the same store to repeat the caper. Apparently the salesperson who had talked to him the day before called security, and this time the thief was caught. So detectives, what do the letters spell on this American t-shirt? With most cases, and in order to solve a crime, witnesses need to be interviewed. I would suggest starting with the boxing community. This is your final case. Can you find enough evidence so that the sketch artist can draw a composite of the suspect? Think carefully and reflect on what you see. You can do this, detective. Thanks for watching, and I will see you later.